This is episode 2 of I Need to Destroy Eternatus because I have great shame.
Oh, hello.
If you're not familiar, the last episode of this series, I sort of highlighted all the unfortunate tournament results that Eternatus VMAX has had, meaning it has won despite my prediction. So obviously, I am being shamed by Jake, and I can't handle that. So this series is exploring a variety of different decks that I think can be maybe Eternatus killers. I am not guaranteeing they're great for the whole meta, but if you want to help, if you want to play these decks on ladder, if they're good against Eternatus, please play them on ladder, play them in tournaments, kill Eternatus with me. So before we go any further though in the episode, I want to thank our sponsor, buyptcgeocodes.com. They are sponsoring the channel for the next few weeks and stuff like that. They do PTC geocodes, as you would imply from the name, right? So if you need codes for Darkness Ablaze, Rebel Clash, whatever it might be, go over to their site and use the code GYROSHAN at checkout for 5% off. Get yourself some packs. Maybe use those packs to buy these spicy new cards in Eternatus Killers. Hopefully it works out that way in these matches. But yeah, thank you also for supporting the channel. Thanks to BuyPTC Geocodes for supporting. Yeah, now we'll just get into the deck profile and then some gameplay. Okay, so this deck today is going to be a Malamar VMAX deck that I am piloting. Now, Malamar VMAX is a deck that I've always thought had some potential, but I just could not find the right way to get it rolling. It needs 3 energy, so costly. I don't have a perfect solution, unfortunately, still, but hopefully a few of the cards that I've added in here can help buy it some time, and I think make it a really good Eternatus killer. I actually practiced with this deck a little bit, and the first time I played Eternatus, I was able to win. So, I don't know, maybe it's good for that. Anyways, I'll get into the deck profile and explain to you sort of what these cards do. So, here is the deck profile. And what I will say about all of these profiles I'm doing in the series, these are templates. This is inspiration. I'm sure there are better deck builders out there than me who can take this and polish it up. So if you like this concept, that's awesome. Go and build something of your own off of it. Maybe this is a great version. I can't say for sure yet. They're very weird decks. But let's just get into it. Why Malamar VMAX? Well, Malamar VMAX is a really interesting deck that an interesting card that allows you to sort of control your opponent. And we partnered it with a few things in this deck to really counter not only Eternatus, but other decks in the format, and hopefully be like a attacking control deck style that hits pretty big numbers every turn and can eventually put your opponent into a checkmate situation. So let's look at both Malamar V and the VMAX, because I think they both have some validity. Malamar V is interesting. The second attack is probably not that useful. I wouldn't worry about it. The first attack, though, is really the one that's kind of interesting early game. It says switch one of your opponent's bench with their active, do 30 damage to it. This is a great tactic if you need to stall for a turn, because this is a slow deck. So you go first, attach, whatever. Go second, attach, drag off something, right? And if you can trap that into the active, then that is really going to buy you the time you need to set up the rest of the lock, so to speak. The soft lock, if you will. So drag off is valuable. You do have a second attack that will confuse. If you're using it, you're losing. If you're using it, you're losing it. So don't put yourself in that situation. Now, Malamar VMAX is obviously the namesake of this deck. This attack, Max Jammer, is pretty powerful. 180 damage, which is a lot, right? Two hit KOs anything in the format, basically. I say basically because maybe there's like big charms and heat fire energies. I don't know, but you'll probably be fine. But the ability, the text underneath it is really what matters. Your opponent reveals their hand, choose a card, any card you find there, and put it on the bottom of their deck. This is crazy because you can mix this with a few other things and hopefully put them into a top deck mode that you know that they're not going to top deck out of. And here's some reasons why. We are going to partner this with a few cards. We are going to partner this with Clefable that came out in Rebel Clash. Now, Clefable's ability says when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon on top of their deck. So not only is this energy removal, so you're setting them back a turn, you're also putting that energy on top of their deck so they know you know what their top deck is, right? And most decks right now aren't really playing Oranguru. It's not that popular. So I would say that this is a really good way to ensure a bit of that soft lock for a turn or two. And in a deck that doesn't have a lot of energy acceleration, like Eternatus, you can sort of put them into a situation where they're just drawing the energy, attaching, put it back on top. So the point here is to try to loop Clefables for a couple of turns or use it in critical turns to really set your opponent back. So we have a 2-2 line of Clefable and a 3-3 line of Malamar VMAX. I might want to find space for the 4th Malamar. That's the main thing here. Anyways, how do you make this deck work against a variety of matchups? We also have the Giratina from Unified Minds, which has Dimension Breach. Play it from your hand onto your bench. You can discard a special energy from your opponent's active. Special energy is everywhere. It's in Fire decks, it's in Eternatus, it's in Lightning decks, it's everywhere, and it's going to be in even more places soon. Giratina from Unified Minds is super powerful, and the reason I was able to beat Eternatus in one earlier match before I recorded all this was a combo of Giratina, Clefable Evolve. Now all of a sudden Eternatus VMAX has no energy. I'm good. I'm easy. I'm on easy street. Nothing you can do the rest of the game. Really powerful combo. Anyways, Giratina, Clefable. Now the other Pokemon we have one Dedenne for draw, one Crobat for draw, and then we have one Zigzagoon and one of these Mimikyu, because I do think that Mewtwo could be a tough one. Because, Mewtwo can hit 300. We only have 310 HP, which is low for a VMAX. But ping him with the Zigzagoon, Shadow Box, and then especially once you hit into them, you're fine. Not even Indeedee can save them once you've hit into them. So that sort of little combo might buy you a turn if they don't have Indeedee out, and you're good to go. So a couple of things here just to really disrupt your opponent. Outside of the Pokemon, we have 4 Crushing Hammers because, energy denial, control. We also have sort of a quick ball Pokemon Communication combo to help us find the VMAXs and the Clefables when we need them. This deck plays super slow. That's the only thing about this deck you just have to be okay with. We have one Pal Pad, which is interesting, but it's because there's a couple of cards that you might like to loop back into the deck at some point. 4 Scoop Up Nets for Clefable. That's how we kind of get that combo going for a few turns. Plus, it's good for Giratina especially, so Clefable Giratina is what you want to use that on. We got 4 switches, 2 Galar Mines, because the idea of dragging something off and trapping it into the active is really nice. It's also a good bump for Dark City, so maybe they're playing Dark City and you just need to bump it with something. It's a good bump early game, and you can trap an Eternatus VMAX in the active. And then we have 1 copy of Wondrous Labyrinth. Now, don't make the mistake I have made, which is playing Lab and then forgetting it affects you as well. So you have to time this correctly for your amount of energy that you can get on board. Now, in terms of powering Malamar VMAX up, I thought about Rose. I tried Rose. I don't think Rose works. The deck's already super slow. Doesn't have a ton of discard, honestly. So I am preferring to go with a Bede engine for this. We have 3 Bede because I don't think it's 100% necessary, but you might have turns where you don't need to draw more cards. You put your opponent to a really low hand size, it's fine. So really what you want to do is just attach more energy, especially early game. If you can turn 2, attach, pass, whatever, attach, Bede, go into the attack, that's really powerful. So we have 3 Bede. We have 1 Jesse and James just for a little bit extra disruption, maybe some point in the game. If you can get them down to like 4 or 5 cards, Jesse and James them, then Malamar VMAX them, put an energy on top. They only have a couple cards left. Hopefully there's no way they're getting out of that. We have 1 Lieutenant Surge, again, as a bonus. So in terms of the Pal Pad, you might use Pal Pad for like a Bede and a Marnie, maybe, combo, or a Jesse and James and a Marnie to put them back into your deck. We have 4 Marnie and 4 Research here as our main supporters for draw. I think the 4/4 line is pretty standard. And then finally, we have 10 Dark Energy. It seems like a lot. It is a lot for this deck. You only have 3 attackers, really. The reason being is you just really want to find Dark Energy, right? You don't have any other outs. You don't have Viridians. You don't have Energy Spinners. So 10 Dark Energy is a pretty good way of finding them every turn. So that is the deck. It's a really interesting deck. I know people have tried to make Malamar VMAX work. Maybe this is a way in. And now we're going to jump into some games. I will definitely feature an Eternatus game. I just have to actually get to them on ladder. But I will see you on the other side of that. All right, so we are lining up a Malamar VMAX match against Dedenne, who is one of the people who organized POG. So yeah, we're lining that up against the Eternatus right now. So let's see. Let us see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. I was able to beat an Eternatus on ladder off of like when I was just testing the deck out early. So I know it can win, but can it win against a good player playing Eternatus? I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest with you, I don't know. But hopefully we can get there. I want this to be an Eternatus killer. And maybe if it doesn't get there with my build, one of your builds can get there. So, won the coin flip. Would you like to go first? Yes, please. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we can still use research if we need to. Can hammer. Research, all that good stuff. Oh God. Oh no, we can't use research. This is bad. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh God. I have to. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, can we get a comeback here? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Oh God, how is so much energy on the top of my deck? I had a feeling like he could ping me a couple of times, Zigzagoon, take this Clefairy out with Spiritomb, so I was like, I have to put the Crobat down. Assault Gate will also do it. Assault Gate will also knock out this Clefairy. But, you know, I don't mind this. That means he's not attaching to whatchamacallit. Oh, thank you. The Marnie saving us. Oh my, okay. Such a gracious, well, I thought it was a gracious Marnie. Guess not. Getting the Quick Ball, getting the Crobat, getting the Crobat. Man, you hate to see all this, huh? Whew. Building Spite. Just want to have a Pokemon. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well. Okay, well, Pokemon Communication, we'll put that back in. Let's go get ourselves a Malamar. Put that down. We'll Crushing Hammer just because. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Then we are gonna I think we can get rid of that. Go get ourselves Clefairy. I wish I had an energy for turn now, but we don't. Unfortunately. Yeah, we're just gonna hit done. I don't think they can knock out this Crobat. They do have free retreat with Dark City, but this is gonna be a slow build. This is gonna be a slow build. Okay, we got Eternatus coming down. It's probably going to try to Power Excel here. So, if he can Power Excel into nothing, that's what I need. Just need to start getting rid of this energy. Appears, okay, probably for another Eternatus and an energy, I'm assuming. Capture energy and Absol. Okay, that's fine. He's got free retreat. He can capture another Eternatus onto there. I mean, it has no retreat cost, so we're fine. Ooh, okay. Getting another tomb. This is a heavy tomb list, apparently. Okay, slow going, slow going. Let's go ahead and hammer. Yep, get rid of that. And then we are just going to evolve. And pass. I have no energy. I had 1 energy, and then I got Marnied out of my energy. This is a dead hand. Piers, again. Okay. I just need to find a supporter. I have not used... Have I used a supporter yet? I used research. I used 1 research. That's right. I have 3 more research and 4 Marnies somewhere in this deck. Oy, oy, oy. Big sad. Big sad. Evolving this up. Oh my. Interesting choice to put it onto Eternatus there. Okay, we're going to attach. And then pass. Very slow going. So you'll probably be able to get this off this turn. But I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. I really have to top deck something really good here because I have had the deadest hand. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Zigzagoon. Gonna ping Crobat. Ping it again, I suppose. Okay, and he's got free retreat. He's gonna ping it again. Okay. Maybe he's missing energy too. We both Marnied ourselves out of oblivion, I guess. Could very well have been the situation at hand. Okay, and then a research. Ah, this spoiled. He's spoiled. Interesting. Okay, so he's gonna be able to knock it out with the Spiritomb, which is sad. Oh no, he's not gonna be able to. So he's just setting things up, I guess. Huh. You know what? We can do this. We can do this. We're gonna get filthy here. Yep, get out of here. I'm gonna take a prize. There we go. There's a research. Sneaky prize there. And we are gonna Clefable you here. Get out of here. Research. That top deck was nuts. We are going to attach, and we will Scoop Up Net. Put that back down, and hit done. Okay, so it's happening. It's happening now. Finally. Okay, that's fine. It's got Dark City. So I'm just going to give them the Zigzagoon here because I have free retreat with the Zigzagoon, which is fine. Okay, so they're going to Piers. I guess he's just going to go in for this Hoopa play here. It's attached to the Hoopa, so he's got to know that that energy is going away, though. So I'm going to knock it out. Oh, I guess he can't retreat, though. Okay. So we are just going to attach. Let's quick ball that away. Let's get ourselves another Malamar. Put put that down. Can we retreat? Yeah, we can retreat. Okay. We're gonna Marnie. Don't think I need to use that, but we can hammer here. Nope, didn't get it. We are gonna max jammer. What do I not want him to have? I don't want him to be able to take anything up off the bench. Okay. So he add the top deck the Eternatus? Yeah. Okay, so we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot here. We can attach. Let's go ahead. Palpad. We can put back in Marnie and Bede. And research. Okay. Let's go ahead and evolve that. Let's put this Galar Mine out. And we're gonna max jammer, take the knockout here. If I give him the Crobat, he can draw out of it. So I'm gonna do that. No draw for you. You can have all the free retreat you want. Draw? No, thank you. So you can free retreat into this Hoopa. Yep. So he had that in hand, and he had... Oh, the boss. He's going to try to trap me. Entrapment. No, he's going to take a prize. Okay, that's fine. We're in a really good spot here. We are in a very good spot. So we're going to go into this. We have 2 prizes each left. We can attach Galar Mine here. I think what we can do is... I kind of want a Jesse and James here. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to Pokemon Communication. Let's get this Clefable. I'm actually going to let him... do I just get rid of the energy? Or do I make sure that that's his top deck? Because I can put that energy in, so all he gets is an energy as a top deck, but no way to retreat. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to give you the energy. That on the top. And we are going to Jesse and James, yeah. Let's get rid of... let's get rid of that switch. Get rid of those 2. And then max jammer for the knockout. So I know that all he's drawing is energy. So we are in a pretty good spot here. He knows he doesn't have free retreat. He can hit into this all he wants, but it ain't gonna matter. And he's just gonna give it up there. Oh boy, howdy, there we go. Malamar VMAX taking down Eternatus. Oh, that was bad at first. That was a rough start, but we got there, Okay, so that is the end of that match. Again, I want to thank Drayden for playing against me with his Eternatus list. And yeah, Malamar, in the first game I played against him, it looks like it was a horrible setup for both of us. We both got a slow start, but I did not believe I was coming back from that and managed to get there. I think Malamar is a very good comeback type of deck because once you get it set up, it sets up slow. Once you get it set up, you can put your opponent into a really bad situation. So like I'm doing with all the other videos in this series, hashtag Eternatus is canceled. If you tweet at AtrociousJake, I will link his Twitter. with you playing this deck and beating an Eternatus in a tournament, on ladder, whatever, if you tweet that and then you can DM me, I will give you a Darkness Ablaze code. This is real. I'll only do one per person. I'm not going to give you for every time that you play it, but if you play it in a tournament especially, I will give you a Darkness Ablaze code. Yeah, I don't know how many people are going to see this and then build these decks, but you have to build these decks, give or take a few cards. You can't just do any deck. But yes, do that and let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in a future video. Carpe awesome.